Liverpool, a city that has continued to grow and thrive since it was granted city status in 1880, but as with the rest of the country, Liverpool has seen an increase in the number of homeless people in the city. Rough sleeping in Liverpool has risen by 88% over the past year and 30% nationally. Many people stereotype the homeless, labelling them as addicts or scroungers. Our aim is to meet both homeless people and the organisations to help them get back on their feet to hopefully change people's perceptions of the homeless. Our first stop was Malmay House, a hostel who house and care for the homeless. We met with Jenna, a worker in the hostel, to ask how hard it is for the homeless to reintegrate into society.
A lot of people that we work with, they feel very stereotyped. They feel like people put them in a box, and some of the time they don't like to mention in job interviews or things that they've been homeless because they think that people will judge them. I think that people just need to understand that we all go through difficult things in life, and our clients have just found themselves nowhere to live. Doesn't mean they're any different to anybody else.
While at Malmay House, we met John and Steve, founders of Liverpool Homeless FC. Their organisation uses football to re-engage with the homeless and help them to get re-involved with the community. Do you help integrate the homeless people back into society, and if so, how?
Yeah, that's a very important part of what we do to integrate a homeless person affected by homeless back in society. The footballers are just a carrot to get people involved. When people turn up on the doorsteps of a hostel or an agency, they're at the lowest point of their lives. A lot of them have got no families, a lot of them have got no friends, and they have been shunned by everyone. So what we needed to look at to make sure that the football was just a small part of the club. So what we do, we get them mixing with people, get them involved, build up friendships. We get them on courses for the level 1, level 2 coaching courses, refereeing courses, first aid courses, and we work with colleges to get them involved into mainstream courses. We have links with a semi-professional club who we can refer them on, so they're playing mainstream football, and then also we have links with employers and that, to get people out doing voluntary work and they're getting them involved.
Do you feel on a whole as a society that we give every opportunity possible to the homeless?
No, not in society in general, because the simple reason is that a lot of people, if I went to town now and if I'd done a survey on the people saying who do you think's homeless, a lot of people will come back and say the drug addicts, they're alcoholics, they're criminals, when in reality that's not the case.
Do you feel the homeless issue in Liverpool is getting worse?
I think it's getting worse nationally, but also in Liverpool. I think statistics from Nationwide said there's 100 people a week becoming homeless. They're not going to be the government figures, and I'm not going to go down the political route, but yeah, it is going to increase getting worse.
While at one of the football tournaments, we had the chance to talk to people who play for the club. The first person we spoke to was Mark McClure, who was the 2015 captain of the club. Do you reckon people view the homeless as second-class citizens?
Yeah, 1,000,000% they do, 1,000,000% they do. People think homeless, automatically they think the drug user or a thief, or it's automatic. That's the stereotype they've got in their head, isn't it? But not everyone's like that, don't get me wrong. There is people like that, but there's people like that in all walks of life, people like that who aren't homeless.
The point Martin made was very interesting. People who aren't homeless can suffer from addiction, so why should that prevent people from helping them? We also spoke to Angela McKay, who works for Whitechapel, an organisation based in Liverpool to help the homeless. We asked how hard it was for long-term homeless people to reintegrate into society.
Sometimes it's just social skills. If you've been on drugs since you were 17 and you're in your 34s now, your social development, your interaction, or as you rationale something is completely different to someone who's just new onto the scene of homelessness. It's hard to interact with entrenched rough sleepers, is what we call them, who have been through the system for a long time. And everyone's, as a worker, everyone's an individual, so you look at what you can do and what their basic needs is at that time.
Lastly, we spoke to David Loney, who used to be homeless. We wanted to know how hard it was to find help and what Liverpool Homeless FC does for people who are also homeless. How do you feel the homeless people are viewed?
Well, from a personal point of view, when I was homeless for various addiction problems, I just felt that I wasn't cared for, I wasn't looked after, and I just fell on hard times, and I wasn't basically treated fairly. I was pushed from one area to another, and I think the main thing, people thought I was a scrounger, basically. I mean, I did go around and see people and ask for help, and agencies sometimes did not, in the area I was in, because I come from Bournemouth, so particularly here, did not help me, basically.
How beneficial do you think something like this is, like a
Well,
day?
this is brilliant, because I come along here today, we come along, we need 40 players in the team, we've got one left, and we're able to talk to other people, and we get an opportunity to ask other people how they got themselves out of problems, and other people can share their ideas. And people come from Northern Ireland, so you've got a perspective from there. Last time we had people from Newcastle, so they were able to talk to them. So sharing ideas is absolutely brilliant. I think I'm going to go to football now.
Brilliant. Okay, thank you.
Thanks a lot, lad.
During the course of filming, we learnt that many people view the homeless as second-class citizens due to the stereotypes that you are labelled with when you become homeless. It is down to the individual to help themselves reintegrate into society, but being homeless means that finding work can sometimes be an impossible task. If we changed how homelessness is viewed and we see them as people that just need help to get themselves back on track, then the issue could be addressed and more people can be helped.